Hey guys, it's my first ever video. I just want to help you get through this. I'm going to show you a couple easy ways to apply a root touch-up on your hair. And I have a little bit of things set up here. I'm going to start off by sectioning my hair first. Making sure you have something that you can get off and on easily is important. And maybe have your significant other help you put a cape on. Ta-da! I have my cape on. It's magic. Next, we're going to part off the hair, and you need to do this before you mix your color up because the color will not work as well if you don't do this part first. So guys, I'm looking into the mirror. I'm going to make it pretty simple for you. I'm just going to go down the middle from the front all the way to the back. Okay, and just kind of part it off. It doesn't have to be perfect. I like to start by just putting a clip on the one side, get that hair out of the way, and then part off just behind your ear to the top of your crown. I don't know if you can see that. It's pretty simple. I like to then kind of twist the hair and put a little clip in there. And this just helps make it a lot easier to control where the color is going, and so you're not getting it all in one section too much. And then you can take that next section, clip it up, and then pull down this one, and then make that next line from the top of your head down to behind your ear. Spin. So this is about how your hair should look once you've clipped it and gotten it ready to go. I'm going to spin around. You'll have about 4 clips like this in your kit. You'll also have a color brush, a bowl, a little jar that's going to have your developer and your color. So next I'm going to start squeezing the color into the bowl. So I have all my color out and ready. I'm going to mix 2 colors for my perimeter, and then I will mix a 3rd color for the back of my hair, which is a little more than what you'll be doing at home, but I just want to show you that it can be done. So what I like to do is measure the color in grams. So I take the tip, open the tube, and then as I go, I watch the scale and make sure that I don't put too much in, because if you use too much of the color, you won't have enough developer. So it's very important you have the grams correct. So now I have my color in the bowl. I'm ready to put in my activator. The color should be nice and thick and creamy. The activator is going to be more white. And I like to do 1 to 1.5. Some of you I'll have an exact measurement for your formulation already pre-done for you, and some of you are going to have to do a little bit more measuring. It just depends on what option you chose.
Go.
So here's your color and your developer and your bowl together. I like to get in there and kind of fold the color into the developer, and I'll keep mixing until it gets really creamy. You want to make sure you've got all the lumps out of the color, because it can make the consistency a little bit off, and you can get a little bit of a heavier deposit of color in spots that you maybe don't want it. So get it nice and creamy. That looks really good, guys. So you want to make sure you really work all those lumps out. Okay, now that your color is mixed, you're going to want to apply the color right away. You don't want it to let it sit. So my application is going to be slightly different than a basic root retouch. I'm going to go around my perimeter first, outline that, which is what I would want you to do first. And then I would have you take the color, the same color, and do all the way back. But because I'm doing a lighter perimeter, I'm going to do a little bit around the front of a lighter color and then a little bit of a darker color behind that. So, okay, here we go. We're going to keep it nice and quick. So I start by applying right in the front, right where I see most of those dark pieces. And go all the way around. You're probably going to get some little dirty pieces that like to come back and get on your cheek. You're going to want to fold your ear forward. Get those hairs behind your ears. Nobody wants to see white hairs back there. Do the same on the other side. So I did my perimeter around my face, and now I'm going to do my basic root retouch, and I'm going to show you guys how I do that. It's pretty easy. I try to keep it as simple as I can. Have your gloves on. It's nice to kind of clean your brush off after you've mixed the color. That way you don't have too much on there. And now I'm going to go in and start applying at the roots. And you only want to pull the color out about as big as your roots are, or how much your hair has grown since you've last had it colored. So now I'm getting ready to pull this clip out, and I'm going to show you how to section the hair and apply to the roots that way. I like to kind of keep a good grasp on the hair, and I go from the back and come forward and try to part the hair. And then you can see where the color needs to go. And I'll show you that again. From the back, come to the front. Okay, kind of pull that hair apart and then put that color on. Load up your brush. Make sure you're painting both sides of that hair. Okay, I'm almost finished with this side over here. I'm kind of pulling the hair forward to make it easier to see. Trying to take 1/2 inch to 1/4 inch size sections as I'm applying the color, just to make sure you don't get too much or too little color on the hair. So now I'm working on my left side, and as I'm doing it myself, I'm noticing that going from the back to the front isn't as easy parting this way. So if you need to switch your brush around and flip your part so that way you're pulling the hair from this way, that's fine. It's not going to matter which way you part the hair. So now both sides are done. The hair's everywhere. The back is a big mess. So you're gonna wanna kind of clip off the front section so that way all this isn't in your way when you're trying to get the remaining hair in the back. So I've clipped up the front, I have the back all down, I took the clips out of the back. Now I'm going to apply the root color to the back, and it's fairly simple. I just do a horizontal section across the top, and then once I get to where I want to be, a couple sections down, I will then change and do vertical sections the rest of the way. And that's just how I apply my own color. This is the best I can do for myself, so if you could do it, it'll be pretty good. I think it's not too hard, it just takes a little practice. So now I've done a few of the horizontal sections, I'm ready to do some of the vertical ones now. And I just kind of part the hair like such. And you kind of feel for where those roots are and start applying the color. A lot of this is done by feel, guys.
Or you could have your significant other help.
So if you're anything like me, you've probably messed up your skin a bit. So I want you to take the towel I sent along and go ahead and clean up that hairline or any colored globs up. And then you'll set your timer for 40 to 45 minutes and let the color process the entire time. Just cleaning up the hairline, If you don't do this step, you will get some staining on your skin, but don't worry, it will come off in a day or two with your natural oils of your skin. So my color's all on. I'm letting it sit now for 45 minutes. Hopefully I will have enough samples to put a shampoo and conditioner in your bag for each of you. So after you've waited your 45 minutes, wash your hair out. What I'd like you to do is tip your head back in the shower just a little bit when you first get it wet, and work the product into your hair like it's a shampoo. This will kind of tone your ends and give you a little bit more of a blended color to your all over look. So thanks for trying the color, and hopefully I'll be back to doing your color soon. Bye.